Welcome back. Today we're going to look at the Golden Book, which is the 30 principles from How to Win Friends and the 30 principles from How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. One of the principles we're going to talk about today is how to overcome worry. It's a three-step process. 1, ask yourself, what is the worst that could possibly happen? 2, prepare for the worst. And 3, improve on the worst. A great example of this, when my father was alive, he was 88 years old, and on a Friday, I got a call from my sister and said, listen, your dad just had bypass surgery, and you got to get down here. He won't get out of bed. Your mother's tried to get him out of bed. I've tried to get him out of bed. The doctors have tried to get him out of the bed. The nurses know he won't get out of bed. And if he doesn't get out of bed, his lungs will fill up with fluid, and he'll probably die. So on my way down there, I'm thinking about this principle. The first thing I'm asking myself is, what's the worst that could happen? He's 88 years old. He's had a great life. I love him dearly. He's had a wonderful life, and he could die. The second step is prepare for the worst. And yes, I'm prepared for him to die. It's okay. He's had a great life. The third is try to improve on the worst. So when I got down to Lancaster, I stop at a Turkey Hill and I get myself a half gallon of black raspberry ice cream and 2 plastic spoons. I go into the hospital, I go up to his room, and there he is on the bed, and I pull out the ice cream and I say, Dad, don't you love black raspberry ice cream? And he sort of nodded his head. And he was always cold, big man, had covers right up to his nose, and he's nodding his head. And I open the top and I take out the black raspberry ice cream and I eat it. Oh, God, that's so good. I said, do you want some? And he nods his head. And I go, all you got to do is get up and walk. And after a little while, he says to me, okay, give me the ice cream. And I'm like, no, you get up and walk, and then I'll give you the ice cream. He got out of bed. We walked out. We walked all the way down to the end of the hall. And as we got to the end of the hall, he goes to me, when we go back, don't stop at the room. Go all the way to the other end of the hall. And I'll never forget, the nurses were coming out. People were so happy that he had finally gotten up and walked. And, of course, when we got back to the room, we had black raspberry ice cream together. As you look at this, I could have just felt sorry for myself on the drive down. I could have felt hopeless. I could have been frustrated. I could have been angry. I could have been stressed to the max. But by focusing on this principle, I got past that and I got into action. And it just so happens in this case, it worked out phenomenally. He got well and he lived till he was 92 years old. So the benefit of this is that you can make a difference. You can take control of your stress, your anxiety, and make your life better. There's an example in your personal life. What about work? 3 days ago, a guy came to me and he said, my department is getting disbanded. I know it's going to happen, and it's going to happen fast. What do I do? And so you look at these 3 things. What's the worst that could possibly happen? And he said, I could lose my job. The second was prepare for the worst. He came in so stressed out about this. And he came in and told me how good he was and how he shouldn't have this happen to him, etc., etc. And so prepare for the worst. So we focused not on all the negative, but on the positive. about the things that he was doing right, about the options that he had within the company, different departments, his networking with different people. How was that going? Who could he see? Who could he talk to? Who would want to have him on their team, in their projects? And as he started to formulate the different people and stuff, you could just see he got more excited, he got more positive, he got more engaged in looking at solutions rather than just, oh my gosh, I could lose my job. That made the third step so easy. Try to improve on the worst. He had a full head of steam. He had 6 or 7 things that he was going to do, and I can tell you a week later, he was so excited about the possibilities of working for other divisions in the company. So these 3 principles will definitely get you into action. And if you get into action, you will reduce your worry and your tension and your stress because you're just too busy making something positive happen in your life.